As per modern electronic theory of static electricity, matter is made up of atoms, and atoms are made up of proton, neutron, and electrons. And in metals, there are free electrons in the outer shell which are not tightly attached, and these can easily flow. And this flow of electrons causes current. In nature, there is static electricity in various ways, and we know that like charges repel and opposites attract, just like magnets, where the opposite poles attract. Now, if we consider a thin wire with electrons and we put some negative charges on the left and positive charges on the right, the negative charges will push the electrons and the positive charges pull the electrons, they attract electrons, and the electrons start to flow. Now consider putting a stopwatch and a finish line and measuring the number of electrons that are flowing through this red line in 1 second. So we put the negative charges and the positive charges to start pushing the electrons. And we measure the number of electrons flowing through the red line in 1 second. So the speed of flow of electrons is the number of electrons passing the red line in 1 second. And this is known as current, the number of electrons passing the red line in 1 second. Current is measured in amperes, and 1 ampere is 6.2 into 10 raised to power 18 electrons moving through this red line in 1 second. This is also known as 1 coulomb per second. We'll try and understand potential difference with the analogy of a slide. We know that when we put balls on the higher end of a slide, they start to roll down. And this is similar to us putting negative charges on the left hand side and positive charges on the right hand side of a wire, and the electrons start to flow. Just that for electrons to flow, it does not matter that the incline is there. The wire can be pointed in any direction, and as long as there is a push because of negative charges on the left and there is a pull because of positive charges on the right, the electrons will flow. There are some other configurations showing the flow of electrons. Here, both the ends are at the same level, so both the left end and the right end have negative charges of equal magnitude. So the analogy is like a plane which is parallel to the ground, and here the electrons don't flow. So in physics, the higher electron level is known as the lower potential, and the lower electron level is known as the higher potential. So the electrons are flowing from the lower potential to the higher potential. And the direction of flow of current is from the higher potential to the lower potential. So that's a convention. So the current direction of current is put as from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. So you can imagine this as positive charges flowing from the right hand side to the left hand side in this example. And that's the flow of current. So in a battery, the electrons flow from the negative terminal to the positive terminal, and the current is marked as flowing from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. So that's a convention. So when electrons flow from the lower potential to the higher potential, there is some work done. There is change in potential energy, and that is equal to the work done. And volts is defined as change in potential energy per coulomb. So remember, 1 coulomb is 6.2 into 10 raised to power 18 electrons. So volt is equal to change in potential energy for 6.2 into 10 raised to power 18 electrons. So this is work done in moving 1 coulomb of charge. Um, you can also see that higher potential difference leads to higher current, which is very obvious.